All right, boys, we are here with the College Football 25 gameplay deep dive. Uploading this a little bit later in the day. Want to give you guys my reaction. Just like kind of wanted to think about things. Yeah, boys, this is going to be the NCAA channel as well, formerly known as More Dill, switching to Dill NCAA. And this is going to be the first NCAA video we're doing on the channel. Gameplay deep dive. Gonna be pausing it a lot, gonna be yapping, but let's get into it. Let's watch the gameplay deep dive. Gonna be talking about the article afterwards as well. And now I'll be honest, as soon as they jumped into it and they showed that animation right there, look, I know it's college. I know there's gonna be a lot of big plays. All I'm gonna say is if someone does that to me, I may be a little bit upset, all right? If I get hurdled like that, I'm gonna be a little bit upset. But all right, wear and tear system right here.
The new wear and tear system changes how you approach every snap. Wear and tear is a progressive player health system that prioritizes strategic substitutions and diverse.
I think a lot of this is we're going to be comparing it to something like Madden, right? And when we're talking about Madden 24 right now, what do people get away with? What can they do? You can have a running back with jukebox. You can juke left, juke right, juke left, juke right, and you face no consequence at all. It's obviously not injuries, no fatigue penalties. This is something that I do hope isn't online head-to-head because it would just be different as well. This also adds a level, I think, of like a depth to the game and also like dynasty side of things. I think this is really, really cool. And also this is something where if it is an ultimate team, I don't think they touched on this even in the blog we're going to take a look at later, but if this is an ultimate team, this makes backups actually really, really important. So just interested to see how it like affects the actual game online head to head. But dynasty wise, gonna be dope.
But not all hits have the same impact. And a single hit, like a blow to a quarterback's
kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Everything. Just like it can in real life.
And now this is where we may start to lose some people. Player abilities are in NCAA. There are no X factors, but abilities are here, which we're going to talk about abilities, I think, a little bit more with the gameplay deep dive blog. So this one right here, sidestep, right? This improves fake out rates on juke moves. To me, it seems like jukebox, which is kind of overpowered in Madden 24. Not kind of, it is. Based on everything I've said on or heard on Twitter too, the juke move isn't crazy, but it looks kind of crazy in this gameplay, right? I just want to show this real quick. Look, first off, I think you can definitely see the speed difference of how like fast the players move. This is a next gen movement like we haven't seen pretty much since Madden 22 or even Madden 21 next gen. The player movement has been slow. Look at this corner. Look at this corner in a cloud flat, man. Look at him. Look at him play his zone. Now, I just have the ball hawk ability, which is improved break on throw, which is kind of interesting because this is kind of like the reaction part of KOs. Improved break on the, that means like as the quarterback's like winding up, right? Probably once you get this platinum, which we'll see later, as soon as the quarterback winds up, that's when they start to break on the ball. Interesting. Think there's going to be a little bit OD in Ultimate Team. This one was kind of interesting. Downhill said break tackles at max speed. In my head, I was thinking about like freight train at max speed, but like I think in my head I'm just so like Madden abilities are so crazy. But we also got field general right here, which progressively see more pre-snap tells from the defense. As you can see right here, this is essentially threat detector in Madden. You know, these two guys right here are blitzing. In Madden, at least, you could maybe put these guys on bluff blitzes to like fake the blitz. Maybe that's a thing. Probably gonna be a thing. I thought this was really cool too. This is like a small little thing, but getting the noise meter stadium pulse toughest rank 3. I just think that's cool. We get some new abilities right here too. We can see on Donovan Edwards. Safety valve, ultimate ability to win first man coverage and secure catches when aligned in the backfield. Okay. And take off moderately quicker release off the line when not being pressed. Oh, I'm going to be honest. First watch through, I did not see takeoff. Interesting. So we might have something that will be a quicker release when you do get pressed as well. Okay, Club Nick right here. Dot staying in the pocket. Moderate accuracy boost when throwing to open players. We got step up, moderately improved accuracy when stepping up into the pocket. Rewarding stepping up into the pocket. That's dope. Sleight of hand, slightly increased ability to hold defenders using play action. Seems like, again, we'll get even more into like the specifics of gameplay, but seems like play action is a pretty heavy thing, especially on obvious rundowns. Ollie Gordon right here. We think he's going to be a 99 overall. Let me know down below in the comments. But he gets the sidestep where ultimate juke moves for responsiveness and faking out defenders. Pretty cool. Again, seems like jukebox, but to, like based on what people have said, the juke move wasn't overpowered. Balance, ultimate ability to break hit stick in strip attempts. That's dude, the strip attempt part of that is actually awesome. Like we don't have anything like that in Madden. Breaking strips. That's cool. Workhorse pretty much says, hey, He's a bell cow. He's going to be getting the rock and he's not going to feel the wear and tear. That is dope. I like those abilities. It's cool. Now, there are some dumb abilities. We'll talk about it. So yeah, this is something that we had in Madden. Like we have the squiggly lines. We have the receiver icons disappearing, but what you're going to see is there's no like meter up here, right? So I'm guessing in order to like get this away, you're going to need abilities. You're going to need to make big plays, right? Going to make big plays. And this is awesome, man. I feel like the atmosphere of the stadiums is going to be a major part of like why this game feels like alive. You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd is a part of like Madden. We just don't really have it, right? I'm not gonna lie, I did keep pausing. I was like trying to see like ratings of each team. I thought it was kind of like Pitt at 90 overall. I didn't know they were that tough. This is awesome though, man. I like the UI. I like it. I know people are gonna be fired up about the flex bone. Bunch of things to be excited about, man. Oh, the tempo. Oh, this is actually pretty crazy too. So the turbo adjustment right here. Look at this. The turbo adjustment. We'll talk about this again, deep dive, where it's just like writing and stuff. But this is something where this is quick snapping. This is, you can't make an adjustment at the line of scrimmage, but you can snap the ball fast. Had something kind of like this at the beginning of Madden 24, but you could make adjustments too. Gonna be interesting to see like what's called other things like conductor in the game. I like how one of the selling points was playbook variety, right? I really do like that. They keep talking about like trick plays, option stuff, like a lot of stuff that again is kind of core to college, but these pitches and stuff, a lot of times it Maddens when it's like a design pitch, yeah, it's good. Recently though, like you know, like trying to return a interception or something, your defense will try to pitch the ball and then it'll just go like nowhere near your player. I don't know. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of highlight plays with like these pitches and stuff, like pitchbacks. And now I'm gonna be honest, this right here, okay, that right there scared the hell out of me, what I just saw, like the DB just kind of being like trash. We'll talk about it in a second because I think they're gonna bring this up real quick. Yeah, it seems like you have to time every pass. Make stuff hard. I'm all for it. No Diddy. This right here is game changing. Custom stem routes. Okay. Also, I don't know if they mentioned this in this video, but you don't have Hot Route Master. You can put posts, you can put corner routes, you can put like zigs, you can do like all this other stuff, right? So what this allows is any offense in the game can get good routes, meaning you can get posts that attack the middle of the field. You can get deep corner routes, you can get sharp corner routes, you can get short corner routes. This makes it to where things like, I don't know, like doubles, anything else. Also, I saw a wide receiver wheel hot route. It's awesome. You know why that's awesome? Because it's not only bunch that gets those routes. One of the biggest culprits of a stale meta is the fact that you give the meta routes in a bunch formation, right? That was really the main reason. This adds routes into every formation. Every formation I feel like is going to be runnable. I think obviously running back and tight end on opposite sides is going to be ideal because you would want a little bit better blitz pickup for like meta purposes, but that is awesome. 100 out of 10 change. Seriously, I cannot emphasize enough how big of a game changer that is. That completely changes the meta. This is also awesome as well. Oh, this is the switch icon or like switch player thing. That is the biggest thing added to this game probably since zone drops, man. That is a game changer. That is a tool on defense that is just gonna be so good, man. There's so many times in Madden where say you have like a cloud flat or something that just like is kind of in a decent spot, but you're like using something over the middle and now you flick your right stick on the cloud and you can like lurk a corner out perfect. Like I think in the competitive scene of this game, you're going to see that just brings stick skill back. Just reward the user. That is going to be one of the biggest skill gaps in the game. I feel like say like you and a pro player call the same defense, guess what? They're going to be able to guard a little bit more because they're going to get that. They're going to know when to click that right stick, who to be clicked on, how to move that player. Awesome for the skill gap of the game. Round of applause. This is also, again, we kind of already talked about this, but this is awesome right here. You get the, what's called, you get zigs, deep crosses, a short cross, a wheel, more higher on the video. Now let's jump into the article and talk about some things that they didn't really cover. Over here with the article, gameplay deep dive right here. And again, I just want to start out by saying that what they emphasized is like just, I love what they emphasized. 134 ways to play. Awesome. If you want to play a certain style, you can play that style. One of the first pillars, right, which is like the things that bold, stick work. Since Madden 21, there has been no stick skill in this game, in my opinion. Users have been slowed a ton. Flicking your right stick left and right is not stick skill with Jukebox and Madden 24. Love that this is one of the pillars. Again, anything that can add to the skill gap, that can make highlight plays that are actually like, I feel like Madden 20, like stop and go, stuff like that. I feel like that was some actually worthy highlight plays, and we really haven't had anything like that. So, you know, it basically said you can play north and south and east and west, and this is what I thought was interesting in this, right? So they introduced all new specific run styles for different archetypes. Now this is in Madden. Say, you know, like if you're over 245, you're not gonna get that quick juke animation. Under 245, you're all gonna run a certain style, right? Now this is what they said though, right? They said that they got current and former football legends, which means legends are likely going to be an ultimate team. I think anyone could have guessed that. But my thing is, are you able to equip like, say, Reggie Bush's running style? Or is this just like a baseline, kind of like how it is with Madden? That's my question with that. Now, wear and tear right here is awesome. I think this is going to be great, especially in the dynasty setting, right? So this right here basically says, hey, if you want to throw the ball 40 times, you're taking hits, you're juking, you're basically just going crazy with that player, you're gonna feel it. And I just want to see if this is an online head-to-head. Again, they didn't really talk about it. Yeah, I mean, I just would have liked to see, you know, to say, is it an online head-to-head, you know? I think this will add so much more depth to dynasty at the bare minimum, or it's gonna make backups and ultimate team a thing, which could we hate this if it's an ultimate team? Maybe, but I mean, for offline dynasty, going to be really, really cool. Now we get the option game right here. And the first thing they did was try to mimic the real life quarterback and running back exchange. And this is a lot of stuff that we already have in Madden, right? Like holding like an option, you hold A, you hold X to give it. And also they talk about RPOs being a major part of the game. Now, this is where I feel like as Madden 24 players, we may be a little bit scarred, right? Like it's a little bit scary. Major emphasis on RPOs. RPOs are a huge part of the college game, obviously. So this is a little cool thing as well. So they differentiated pitch strength. So a quick tap will be a quick pitch, which is going to be a little bit like more random. It seems like a little bit inaccurate, but if you hold L1/LB down, that's going to be a strong pitch, and that's going to be what's it called? That's going to be more like, you know, going to be more accurate, and you're going to get like the good catch animation, right? And you can also fake pitch as well. That's gonna, I feel like there's going to be a couple of crazy highlight plays with the fake pitching, and then once you get past the line of scrimmage, you're going to be able to just do regular like running back moves with the quarterback. A lot of this stuff is in Madden, but I mean, they also added a bunch of new animations as well, but this was not around in NCAA 14, I believe. Now, this is what I'd like to see too. So they kind of tell us, right? Like, hey, we are major focus on RPOs, but they also talk about the defense as well. It's always really a heavy offensive focus, but I really like the fact that they're talking about the defense as well. Now, new AI logic has been added for the read and pitch keys, including the new read key animations. Now, read keys, that's really a big issue in Madden. That's like the people that are just dumb and they don't do anything. They're the reason why RPOs are great. Read keys are now considered more realistic context when deciding to crash or stay home. For instance, they're more likely to stay home and play the quarterback while on the wide hash marks. So they basically are saying, hey, we're making them a little bit smarter, and also pitch keys as well. Now, instead of just coach adjustments, rather than a single option defense, you can instruct your read and pitch key to separately on how to defend. That's awesome as well. I would really like this right here is basically saying, like, when we think about it, right? Air Force triple option, is it going to give Alabama problems? Probably not. So if you set your read and pitch key to the right thing, you should be good, right? And I like that. So, and then it says shells, I'm not talking about turtles. All right. Football problems require football solutions. Awesome. They removed the baseline, right? Which I know a lot of people are going to freak out. But this is actually better than baseline. What does this mean? Well, this means that whatever defense you want to base out of, right? You can base out of a cover 0 blitz, cover 4, cover 2, literally any defense, it will always look the same. And it'll look like cover 4 or it'll look like cover 2, but it could be man coverage. You know what I'm saying? So I actually like this change too. I think it's even better way to disguise coverages. And I don't think base aligning was even a thing in football. And also a lot of the like meta blitzes in the game, step number 1 was to always baselines. I like just getting it out, man. I like it. Cool. This is the thing right here though, abilities. This is where people start to get lost or like we lose people, right? Big bad wolf, you know? No, I'm kidding. But so abilities though, so they're going to be tiered, right? We have 80 abilities, they're going to be tiered, okay? Bronze, silver, gold, platinum. What's cool about this, okay? This obviously, I think all of our minds go to 2K badges, right? I will say the field general one, once we get to gold and platinum, are stupid because you can identify blitzers and coverage cell pre-snap. I don't like that. That's basically Omaha. However, I will say them being tiered like this, what does this allow to happen? Let's use Travis Hunter as an example, right? Let's say day 1, Travis Hunter gets like, I don't know, like an 88 overall. That's like the best card in the game, right? So he's a base elite, right? Now let's fast forward 3 months. Travis Hunter could get another 88 overall in a different promo as like a set card, but he could get some like gold or like silver abilities and it make him even better than his previous one, but it's still an 88 overall and it could be someone that is maybe more of like a no money spent player. I think this really opens the door for potential budget beast, which is really cool in my opinion. Or also it's going to open the door to, LTD, Vince Young gets platinum field general. You need him, you know, two-way street right there, but if done correctly, could be a really cool thing. So that's my take on abilities. Really, it's just like, we just don't know enough about them right now. This is something we really need to test out for ourselves before we really rush to say whether it's good or bad, you know? And right here, speaking of confidence and composure right here, again, these are two things that seem to be very important. We're also bringing back the hot or cold. Like you can get a player hot, you can get a player cold, just like how it was in, I believe, NCAA 14 as well. That's cool. Can raise ratings, can lower ratings, and a freshman or a inexperienced player is going to be more volatile. That's cool. I like that. But obviously they can have like mental abilities and other things to help combat that as well. And now when we talk about home field advantage right here, I think this is kind of self-explanatory. The home team is going to get like the loudness. It's going to be an advantage, but it's not going to be like Madden where the visiting team has a chance to like sway momentum. It's not going to be the momentum, right? And also the stadium is going to be rocking like in NCAA 06, which is really cool. I like that. That is dope. Screen shaking, crowd shaking, again, adds to the life of the game. Hope this is an online head-to-head. That would be kind of, I don't know. Do y'all want this to be an online head-to-head? The crowd team going crazy like this, obviously very cool for like a dynasty, but I don't know how to feel about that with the with obviously the online head-to-head, because the home team would be at a crazy advantage. But right here, we talked about this. So hot routes and everything, don't need hot route master anymore. Every quarterback's gonna have that, and you can create all these custom routes. This just allows for, again, any offense in the game to be runnable. So this was, I think, the most important blurb from this that I was like, wow, this is something as a Madden player I actually really want. Core ratings matter. Look at this. Biggest change you will feel immediately is how we have evolved the concept of throw power. Throw power in Madden is just how far you can throw the ball. Throw power doesn't simply refer to the distance of throw, but now how hard you can throw it. Wow. So I'm taking this as no set feet lead, no pass lead, a lead as well. That right there is about as good of news as you could get. And also, though, it seems like you're able to hold a bullet pass with no consequences. It seems like that might be a little bit more of a penalty. We'll see. We got the blue, yellow, and red, just like Madden. I guess no green, but I swear I saw some green throws in the trailer. I might be wrong on that, and it seems like pump faking might be kind of glitchy, and we'll see. We'll see how this is. But also, we have the 6 switch. So like, I was actually talking to people about the example right here. So say you pump fake Y right here, and the safety runs towards him, and A's open, but then you switch on this guy and just go play A, you know? This actually in Madden 23 and Madden 24 would completely change the meta. This essentially makes the double corner route concept almost impossible to throw, which it shouldn't be a good play anyway. This is one of the best additions. I was gonna say game breaking, but it's not really breaking the game. This is just, I love things that make defense better in like a unique way and also a cool way. Stick skill, being able to click on this guy, lurk the seam when it seems open otherwise, being able to switch on to like your other safeties and stuff. This just is going to make good defensive players. We're definitely going to have a way to use this, and it's going to be nice, man. You know, that's really my take. Best change on defense since zone drops. And I think this is actually even more impactful than zone drops. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but this is crazy. Playbooks and team style, again, so many different ways to play the game, man. Seems like there's something for everyone. Gonna be schemes, spread, bunch, compression, so many different things. Got a bunch of different playbooks as well. Now, the tempo game, talked about turbo as well. Rapid, like this is like the blur offense at Oregon. And you can't hot route or audible at the line of scrimmage. You can hike. That's the HUD hike offense, which I don't know. I might try to like, this is an offense where it's like, okay, you're not going to set up your route stems. You are going to get good base plays and you are going to hike ball fast. This is going to be a super interesting offense. It's probably going to be an annoying offense to play up against as well, where the defense, you're trying to get like adjustments on the field, but the offense is go. I don't know. I might try to have like a blur offense day one, man. That's pretty fun. But yeah, again, just another way to play. Also, it's saying like the smarter AI with real-time coaching. This is something to where we just got to see it, right? I would love for the computer to be really hard. Again, make Dynasty difficult, make like my 1-star school impossible to win the Natty. In the trenches, being a pillar, offensive line, defensive line play. All the features mentioned above are great, but we know championships are won in the trenches. Like, could they have said anything like better right here? I don't think they could have. And at the end of the day, it is all words. This year, they wanted to focus on the game records up the interior, which is cool, awesome, like that. But the biggest thing that I'm excited for, the nerd in me loves this. A new pass protection mechanic has been added, which 6 pass protection targeting schemes. Like, who's supposed to block who? And when I tell y'all, do you know how like great that would have been just in Madden? Like, if we just got that in Madden, there's so many blitzes that just wouldn't be good. That's one of the major like knowledge gaps, and I don't even want to say it's a skill gap, because just like, okay, what way do I have to slide? What way do I have to do this? Just being able to see who your offensive linemen are supposed to target in pass blocking, awesome. And also they made weather matter as well, so we're not going to have it to where your quarterback's going to throw 80 yards in the rain. I got to run the ball a little bit more in the rain. Again, I think that's really great for like the dynasty side of things. In a non-competitive game, that'd be kind of cool too. Like, oh, you have to play the rain, guess what, you better have a run scheme, you're going to be in trouble. I don't know, again, this seems to be like a dynasty thing, but I'd be okay with it being an online head-to-head. But also right here too, it's the little things. Like, hey, they get it. Like, it's literally all the little things that add up, right? Let's see this. Let's see what really matters right here. Playmaker, they made Playmaker seem kind of OD, but if we got the switch stick, I feel like we have a way to combat that. We also have defensive pursuit has been refreshed. They say that every year. They said that in Madden 24, the pursuit was still pretty garbage. This is going to be a wait and see thing. But play action. When play action is called in run situations, so it's first down or less than 3 yards of first down, this is going to be interesting. Seems to be pretty damn good. But yeah, so kicking seems to be really hard as well, based on what everyone else has said. What do college kickers do? They miss kicks. And also just a little thing as well. So the victory formation, when the game's mathematically over, it saves a little bit of time. And yeah, I mean, this blog right here, just the things they went over, I love it. This is the most excited I have been for a football game. I don't know what else more I would have want to see. This is the start of the NCAA channel as well. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, man. This was just me going over all my thoughts and, pre-EA employee, EA Glazer, whatever. But I don't know what else more I really wanted to see. Everything that they talked about in here was what I wanted. I wanted to see skill gap, stick skill, counters to RPOs, offensive line play. I loved it, man. So this is a 10 out of 10 reveal for me. Actually, one thing I didn't like was the field general ability basically being like Omaha 9.7 out of 10. If they take out that field general part of like Omaha, or maybe that's just not an online head-to-head, 10 out of 10 for me. So yeah, boys, hope y'all did enjoy the video, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more NCAA content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me play NCAA live, or we're still grinding the Madden as well right now, make sure to go ahead and check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow as well. But other than that though, y'all, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.